The lunch lady's secret menu. In my middle school, we had a lunch lady named Mrs. Gable. She was the classic. Grandmotherly type, hairnet, floral apron, and a permanent smile. But she had a weird habit. She would never let us choose our own fruit. She'd look you up and down, squint her eyes, and then reach under the counter to hand you a specific apple or a specific orange. She'd whisper, "This one is for your blood sugar." We all thought she was just a health nut who was obsessed with vitamins. I was the lucky kid. Every Friday, Mrs. Gable would give me a special chocolate chip cookie wrapped in foil. "For the special boy," she'd say, winking. I felt like a king. I ate every single one right down to the last crumb. 10 years later, I was back in town for a high school reunion and ran into the old school custodian. We got to talking about Mrs. Gable. I laughed and asked if she still gave out those special cookies. The custodian's face turned white. He told me that Mrs. Gable didn't retire. She was escorted out by the FBI. It turns out Mrs. Gable wasn't a lunch lady. She was a disgraced lab technician from a pharmaceutical firm that had gone under in the late 90s. The secret menu wasn't about nutrition. She had been running a long-term trial on us. Those specific fruits, they were injected with different variations of a synthetic growth hormone she was perfecting. And my special cookies, they were the control group. She wasn't being nice. She was tracking which kids developed allergies, which kids hit puberty first, and which kids, like me, never seemed to get sick. When they searched her basement, they didn't find cookbooks. They found a room full of medical files on every student. She had served for 20 years. There were photos of us eating, notes on our skin tone, and even samples of hair she'd cleaned up from the cafeteria floor. I looked at my medical records recently. I have a rare blood enzyme that my doctor can't explain. He says it's almost like my body was prepared for something. Mrs. Gable wasn't feeding us. She was farming us. And the worst part? I still remember exactly how those cookies tasted. They tasted like copper.